Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Ben. Today we are back in the Brock Bourbon Bar, and we're sipping on honey.
That's the best way to say it, I think,
honey.
right now.
Honey.
Take me down. Dun, 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 dun.
There you go. Honey, I'm coming home. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, we were having honey. Brian had this idea that we were going to drink a bunch of whiskey or bourbon,
Yep.
finished in honey.
Da.
And we've got 4 different ones. We have, let's see here. We've got the Kentucky Nectar, the Seelbachs, Beekeeper. We have Blue Note, and then we have a Woodford Reserve honey. So we've got a lot of crazy, unique stuff going on. Yep. And I don't know how they all go together, but we're going to figure that out today.
Thank you. Once again, thank you for entertaining my my spontaneous ideas.
Listen, I love your spontaneous ideas. I never know where they're coming from, but I always appreciate them.
Oh, you're good to me.
You just never know.
For one, like there's always a variety.
Yeah.
And we definitely have a variety here.
Yep. We're all over the place.
There's even a couple of sneaky bottles that are back over in the back profile. So like this could turn into a Barbara sleeping on the table night, man, if I don't watch out real quick here.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be rye, because the last time she got in trouble, it was like all rye.
Yeah, but there's a lot of whiskey.
This is. This is.
Anyway, all right.
I just did a marathon. We're good.
We're good. All right, good deal. All right, so number 1, Seelbachs, the Beekeeper. Brian, tell us all about the old Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper is a straight bourbon finished in honey-infused light whiskey barrel. From my understanding, the light whiskey was 20 years old. It is, again, by Seelbachs. It's their first release and sourced from Ross and Squibb Distillery. MGPI, for those of you that have been around for a while. It just came out in July of 2025. It is proofed at 113. Non-age stated, but they say it is 5 years and 4 months old. It is the low rye the low rye Ross and Squibb mash bill. 75 corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. They refer to the color as cloudy gold. MSRP was 70 smackers.
70 smackers.
So hold on here. You said finished in light whiskey too?
Light whiskey, yeah. So 20-year-old light whiskey barrels.
Okay,
Oh,
so
you missed the barrel part originally.
So was it blended with that, or was it goes into light whiskey and then into the honey barrels?
I'm assuming, now this is, once again, assuming.
Yes.
I'm assuming that they took the 20-year-old light whiskey, put honey in it, and then took the normal bourbon and then threw it into that barrel that had light whiskey and honey in it.
All right, that's where I was trying to say. Okay, is this triple barreled? That's what I was starting to get at for a second.
I think we're just double barreled, but I think that they use 2 different types of barrels instead of its traditional cask of the regular, 75-21-4 barrel. They put it in a light whiskey barrel that had honey in it.
Gotcha. Well, that makes a lot more sense, because I was just trying to wrap my brain around. Okay, how'd you get from light whiskey to honey?
Yeah. No, that's the way I understood the way he read it. And I know he read it kind of funny, but yeah, that's the way I understood it.
It was probably how it was written. He was just...
It is Brian.
He was reading it back.
Fair enough.
I think he's still trying to find out.
I am. Yeah, tech support is not coming through.
Reading is fundamental.
Yep. Because I was going to say, I was listening to it, and I was like going, all right. Well, how do you get to there, unless you're saying it's a triple cask? You know what I mean?
The funny thing is, it's got a hot nose. And honey sometimes does that. I found, like, the more and more I've been drinking some of these honey finishes, I've noticed that, like, it's almost like it reactivates the process, right? Like, the actual, like, distilling process.
I mean, I will agree with that, at least for things that, I found both that are, like, true natural sweeteners being used as a finisher, while it at times can smell good and can heat up, and even the taste, even though it's sweet, it can be a hot sweet.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Now, maple is the only one that I feel like just kind of sometimes just overrides it, and vanilla.
Yeah.
But vanilla's not really sweet.
So when you say honey, like, I think barrel. When you say vanilla, not barrel, just like...
Well, some people will take, like, vanilla extract vanilla and then put it in a whiskey barrel and then double barrel and have the vanillas.
But I think what we're just more or less alluding to is that, natural sweeteners that you're using to use as a finisher has a opportunity to go hot on the taste and sometimes even on the smell.
Yep. That's sweet. The rye is coming through, though. That rye and floral note. It's almost like really strong honeysuckle, like really strong. Barbara's face is going ballistic over there.
All right.
Looked like she got Tourette's.
So, straight bourbon whiskey finished 4+ months, honey infused X 20-year light whiskey barrels. Does that compute?
Yeah, the honey was infused in the 20-year-old light whiskey
Barrel.
barrels.
Okay. Yeah, because I put pauses where pauses don't need to be.
Imagine that.
That's all right. Let me see if I can extrapolate or like what people have used with barrels. So say you take a light whiskey barrel, then you sell it to a honey farm or somebody who has honey. They throw a whole bunch of honey in there because they want to whiskeyfy and resell their honey.
Yep.
And they go through that process, and then once they're done with that, what are they going to do with that barrel?
They send it back to somebody that wants to use it.
Yep, they send it back to somebody that wants to use it, and then they just, in this case, they pour whiskey in it.
Which I've always said, the second use should be a beer, like a stout or a porter or something like that.
I was about to say, that's very funny that you say that. For some reason, Barbara does not like beer, doesn't like beer whatsoever.
Not a chance.
But every single beer, finished whiskey, or bourbon, rye, whatever,
I love
she
them.
has loved.
Huh.
Every single one.
So she's been like partaking after the fact of our beer paloozas, the
No. This is like this. Think of it this way. I'll use Starlight.
Oh,
just because it's
whiskey's
like-
finished in beer.
There
Yes.
you go.
Got you.
There you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
So like it's all started with Westward when I did a bourbon women event, and they had a stout cask finished,
Gotcha.
and that just started it. And there's something about the finishing part of it that I have no problem with the beer,
Yep.
but I can't drink the beer.
Gotcha. Fair enough. All right. Back to honey. Brian, you got.
Well, see, so I want to see what their tasting notes were because I get something that goes a little fun. So to me, honey is an interesting thing because sometimes honey has so much sweetness, and then sometimes it goes so earthy. Mm-hmm. And this goes a little earthy to me.
Yeah, this is earthy. It's got a little bit of. That's the reason I said for me, it's more like floral, earthy.
Yeah.
Like it
Like that honeysuckle.
Yeah, it's truly like almost like old school honeysuckle.
Yeah.
So this for the first time in my life, field greens. I mean, it's
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
that kind of-
it's definitely
yeah.
earthy.
all right. That is okay. All right,
Okay.
now, so the hundreds of times I've heard you say that, it now computes to me.
It now computes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the caveman just found fire.
Let's see, 1.5 years later. All right.
Correct.
Now, I don't know if you guys are
Correct.
Now, I don't know if you guys are getting this, but the weirdness that I get whenever I taste this, and it happened to me twice now, is whenever I first take a sip, it's weird. I get this sweet and heat pop on the front of the on the front of the
Yeah.
palate.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then it kind of goes. Then it goes down to kind of that honeysuckle right there, just mid palate, and then just kind of dives down into a little bit of earthiness and kind of fades.
Yep. No, I
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I tried it at first, I was like, ooh, ethanol, like honey, sweet, like that type of thing. Then it was like, ooh, there's the honeysuckle, a little bit of that field green, a little bit
Yeah.
of this, and then
Yeah.
the finish, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you leave some so we can come back to it afterwards.
Yep,
I
I,
did-
already
I
did.
did- I did
All right,
too.
number 2, Blue
Lovely.
Note. Blue Note.
All right. So we've got Blue Nut.
Blue Nuts.
Blue nut.
Yeah, that's happened once or twice in most dudes' lives, Blue Nuts.
I bet I wouldn't know. Anyways, get back to this. So we are at a cask strength, and we are coming in at 113.86 proof. Pretty hot selling. Let's see here. Blue Note Honey Bourbon Cask began its journey by embracing the art of fusion. American oak barrels used for finishing are repurposed to produce a delicious, locally sourced, barrel-aged honey. We then return the bourbon to these honey-infused casks for another round of aging to create a distinct and harmonious profile. Blue Note's bold and spicy notes blended with the nuanced flavors of wildflower honey guarantee that with each sip, you'll enjoy an intricate balance of strength and sweetness.
Strength and sweetness.
Hey, Scott, is that cat supposed to be in your bag?
It's not.
It usually is, though.
Just let us know when the cat's out of the bag.
Da-da-da. Finally, it's like somebody saying, I have soup in my fly, instead of there's a fly in my soup.
Man, this is, it's weird. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was drinking something that like had a very similar profile, but it was more of but it was a wine finished bourbon.
Okay.
Like just on the nose, like it's got that sweet, like fruity note.
Yeah, it's not really that honey type. Yeah.
Sweet tart.
I don't hate that. See, when I think of sweet tart, like I can't get past the chalkiness.
Yeah.
So wait until you taste it.
Okay, fair enough.
Or it could be whiffing.
Yeah, I'm just
or as the kids say, airball.
Air-
Dude, my kids say airball.
airball
Yeah,
for what?
If I try and be a smart ass or I try and roast them, and I didn't, airball.
Oh, well, that
Oh,
makes sense because you
yeah.
missed.
Yeah, well,
Bingo.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Never mind. I'm going in for a taste.
The color.
While I'm tasting, you all talk.
Well, the interesting thing is that this is very viscous because I mean the legs are taking forever to
Ever.
form. I mean, you sit there and you turn it for a little bit. You actually have to sit there and wait for it to actually have the legs form. So it's pretty viscous.
And even those legs, once they do form, take forever to drop.
Yep. Would you say this was 113 proof? It drinks pretty heavy.
Yeah.
for the-
113.86.
Yeah. So just that initial pop on the tongue is a little warmer than what I was expecting.
Especially out of a honey cask.
This
Yeah.
is very chewy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like as I take a sip, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
When a cow
But
eats it,
also
curd,
very similar to the Seelbach. It is very earthy. It's got a very almost like medicinal quality to this one, though.
Okay, a little bit. I am getting Blast from the Past, Great Harvest, honey wheat bread.
I mean, it's been so long since I've had any honey wheat bread. Like, I mean,
Because
Coming from the sourdough king.
I
bingo. Good point.
mean, I don't think we've bought a loaf of bread in 18 months. I really
Okay,
don't. Like,
okay.
it's so like for me, it's really hard to decipher that at that point.
Okay, so the honey wheat from Great Harvest was a very earthy, kind of dense bread.
Yeah.
With that sweet just kind of popping in just a little bit.
Gotcha. Was it a rye bread, or was it like a honey rye blend, or was it just?
It's just wheat.
Just wheat.
Just wheat.
All right.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes you get those wheat breads that have like a billion seeds.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of. I could almost see that rather than the honey, what you're talking about, but only because most of those big giant manufactured breads are usually sweet. Like
Great Harvest was a pretty small
Yeah.
locally.
right?
in this mash bill.
Yes, sir.
75, 21, 4.
No, 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley.
Huh. So it's not MGP then.
No, but to me, this is very, very different from what we just had. It's got to say somewhere in here, like where the honey is from. So the beekeeper from Seelbachs, their honey is out of Georgia
Okay.
on a 3,000 acre farm.
What about the Blue Note? Does it say anything about that?
Tech Support is looking that up right now.
Let's say Blue Note is saying that it's coming
Blue
distilled
Note.
better than Blue Nuts. It's distilled in Kentucky,
So it is Kentucky distillate.
I'm wondering if with everything going on at Bardstown Bourbon Company, if they would contract that out.
I mean, it could have been that. It could have been Green River. I mean, it could have been a multitude of places. Heck, it could have been New Riff.
True.
I mean, New Riff was sourcing like crazy there for a while. All right, on to number 3, the old Kentucky Nectar.
This is so far the darkest one.
So
I know.
Of the 4.
So Kentucky Nectar Batch 1. This is bottle 853 out of 978. It's 106 proof. This is, it appears to be distilled in Kentucky, and it was meticulously finished in fresh charred oak barrels that have been crafted from Old Commonwealth proprietary honey blend. So it looks like Old Commonwealth has put together some old honey barrels there.
Yep. And
Interesting.
and this is 107 proof, 64 corn, 24 wheat, 12% malted
106
barley.
proof.
Oh, that
This is batch 1 of the Kentucky Nectar.
lovely. Oh, all right. Then this is 64% corn, 24% wheat, 12% malted barley.
24% wheat.
So we're saying this is a weeder.
This is
Yes.
a weeder.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
And for those that are newer to this whole whiskey thing, what makes something a weeder?
What makes things a weeder? That means that I guess technically it needs to be the second primary grain. I guess would be the way I would best explain a weeder.
I mean, that would be the only way to
Corn would
really
be
to do
first.
it.
Well, I mean-
otherwise you'd be calling a 4 grain.
Yeah, but you say that, but West Fork is a 3 grain and it's wheater. I mean, its primary thing is actually that, but it's wheat and rye.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any barley at all in it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the wheat was still, as
Yeah,
you
it was
said,
still the secondary primary grain. Yeah.
And Nick, and so Penelope, they're new wheated. That's a 4 grain whiskey. It's just that the second dominant grain or predominant dominant.
Yeah, dominant.
Yeah, is wheat. Wheat.
So what happens, and I'm just saying hypothetically speaking, if you had a bourbon that was 51% corn, let's say 32% barley, 8% wheat, or whatever, would add up to, 100%. Would it still be a wheater?
It'd be a barlier.
I think it'd still be a wheater. Just because the adjunct grain is technically still wheat, but barley is most of the time considered not necessarily a flavor enhancer, but more of a mouthfeel and glue. Yeah.
Gets the mash going.
Yep. But I don't know.
Can we get back?
Back to the whiskey, 100%.
Barb, go. What you got?
What don't I have?
Evidently tasting notes because you've not given us anything yet.
Lasers across the table. So the nose immediately goes woo, like it is a sharp pinpoint nose on this bad boy.
I will say, from the palate standpoint, this is so far. You still have a little bit of a spike there at the very beginning, but it is more consistent across the palate. You don't have that. You don't have that heat sweet spike at the very beginning.
It just kind of is there.
Yeah, and you don't.
And it stays there.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any follow-up earthiness or floral with it.
Yeah.
This is different than the second one in that this is, like you said, like the palate. It's very consistent what it is. The second one's chewy. This one is where you're kind of chewing and looking around to see if you get anything that, if anything, like jumps out at you.
Right. It's almost. I get a lot of, I get the honey, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like I get a sorghum.
Yeah, I get what you're coming from.
It's a darker honey, almost.
Yeah.
I wonder if the wheat brings it that way.
It's just so, like, and this is going to sound bad, and I don't mean it to necessarily sound bad. It's just kind of flat. Like, there's not, I think because of the wheat, there's not a whole lot of variance, or because of the wheat not having any rye, there's not a whole lot of variance. It's like that sweet wheat texture that you would normally get out of wheat or bourbon.
Right.
And then the honey just kind of like just rides on it.
Right.
Like, it's got a nice sweetness. It's got some decent mouthfeel, but it's just so consistent. Like you guys were saying, like there's like not really, there's no peaks, no valleys.
Yeah.
The finish is just quick and easy, super smooth.
And I mean, for some people though, that they enjoy that. You know.
Oh, listen, this is a gateway drug for sure.
Absolutely.
Like if you were giving this to a woman like that you were trying to introduce, or like somebody that does not a bourbon drinker that you were trying to introduce to bourbon, like this would be something they'd be like, yeah, dude, I get this. I get you guys, man. I know why you drink this, but it's not bourbon.
No,
right?
Exactly.
No. I mean, I'll agree with that, and I wouldn't wonder what the legend would think of this one, because it's not crazy.
Yeah,
it's not going to left field. It's consistent on its flavor.
I don't know. It's funny. He's always about how does it enhance the whiskey, and I don't know that this enhances the whiskey.
Well, I mean, I kind of see this as, if you are a wheat lover, right? Say, let's just call apples apples.
If you love makers,
I think this is an enhancer to it, just because of the way that it is. I'm not going to say that it's going to be. It takes it above and beyond, but I think it just dials it up like a notch.
Okay. I see where you're coming from. To me, it's just more of like, it's riding the wave of what the wheated bourbon's already there.
No. As I said, I'm not denying that one bit. And you're right. It's very consistent, very, very there. I'm just saying that honey with the wheat just kind of notches it up just a tiny bit.
And something that I'll say about this is that I've had some honey finished whiskeys that taste infused.
Okay.
When they taste infused, like that is not for me.
No, I agree.
This definitely tastes like it's aged. What I will say, again, dude, the packaging, the bottle.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. And so Kentucky Nectar is originally from Melwood Distillery.
Yep.
Okay.
On Melwood Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
And don't you have family? Wait, I thought somebody that we know has family
In
that is
Melwood?
from the Melwood area.
No.
Nope.
No.
Not in this group.
Yeah, and the gold they chose, it's kind of like that cheesy gold, and it's cheese of butte.
Yeah. It's just very delicate.
Yeah.
Very easey. All right, Woodford.
You're up, Nicholas.
Yes, I am.
Nick the
All
Crick.
right, number 4. We are trying one of the special 3.375 releases of Woodford. The release was in 2022. It is the Honey Barrel Finish. Comes in at 90.4. So I think this is the lowest proofer of all of these, correct?
Yeah.
Should have probably started with that one.
Yeah, I know.
No, because we're also going to go back.
We're going to go back and forth.
So the release of this was September of 2022. Non-age stated. Mash bill comes in at 72 corn, 18 rye, 10 malted, which is, I think, pretty much the
Their standard Woodford Reserve
Yeah.
mash bill.
mash
Yep.
bill. Yep. And the color comes in at a honey color, which is pretty true.
About right.
Pretty right. Yeah.
I really enjoy the nose on this
It's more
one.
that raw honey color.
Yeah, but the nose on this.
So one of the things that Woodford did is when they released these, because this was gift shop only, they also had the honey that was from the barrels. They had that available as well.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Yep. Now I wish I would have brought that just to taste the actual honey itself.
Oh my God, that would have been so good.
You are right.
Next time.
I would have straight up just put it on a cracker.
On some ice cream.
I'd put it on a spoon.
On a graham cracker.
Yeah, I could see on a graham cracker. I could also see like just putting it in with some peanut butter and smearing it all up, and then
On a
put
piece
it
of
on
your,
a cracker.
no, your sourdough bread.
Oh, you could do that too. Absolutely. I'd have to get like one of the sweet sourdough breads, like
Right.
like the chocolate ones.
Now, guilty indulgence here. Popeyes. If I ever get the combo with the biscuit, I will get their honey
Yeah.
and spread it over that biscuit.
So I tried Dave's spicy whatever
Dave's
chicken
hot
or whatever.
chicken.
Yeah, that place. And like the honey sauce is the best sauce.
It is.
So literally, it's
Yeah.
the best sauce. Like the all the other sauces that I tried were trash, like not good. But the honey on that chicken, on that spicy like Nashville hot chicken, that's legit. And it's just honey. It's not nothing fancy.
Right,
It's not
yeah.
like Mike's honey or whatever. What is that? What it's
Oh,
called?
yeah,
Mike's
it's
honey.
Mike's-
Mike's
hot
hot
honey.
Now that's one thing that I'd like to do around here.
Hey,
is-
Mike.
Mike,
You know what
Mike,
day it
Mike,
is?
Mike, 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 Mike.
What day is it? All right.
Mike.
What the heck was that?
Oh, you never remember that commercial? With
It's hump day.
the camel
Mike.
that walks through.
Nope.
Oh, you never seen that commercial? Okay, we'll have to call it.
Yeah.
Pull that
Okay,
commercial
We'll pull it
up.
up after the thing.
Afterwards, we'll do this.
We'll pull it up after.
Yeah.
I love that commercial. Anyway,
It was a great one for such a long time. But yeah, take what you do is you take normal cracker, like a Ritz cracker. You get some smoked Gouda cheese spread, and just dabble just a tiny bit of hot honey over top of it. Mwah.
Yep. We need to do that again.
Great type of appetizer.
We need to
for
just have
people.
that around.
Yeah, no.
I like having honey on my charcuterie boards,
Yeah.
so you can put it over type of the cheeses and the meat, and
Yeah.
delicious.
My charcuterie board is like beef sticks and you end up
Beef sticks
string
and
cheese.
string cheese.
It's all right. I bet you left it at beef sticks, and we're like going, really.
Brian likes a meaty stick
Come
in
on,
his mouth.
hey, the movie Elf. You smell of beef sticks.
Beef sticks.
Yeah, because Santa, he was
Yeah, I know.
intoxicated.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this one.
Yeah,
The-
I'm still trying to figure it out, too. I haven't tasted it
the
yet.
nose was my favorite, but I'm not sure the palate is.
So the nose fades. Like now that when I go back into it, I don't get much of the nose now. And this has been open maybe 6 months. It's one that I found in the basement. So what I don't like about 375s, they are easily misplaced in a box.
Well,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, and I
They're
had
little.
Yep, and I had 3 of these misplaced in a box, and they were like laying down on their sides. I found it.
Whoops.
Like, oh,
It's not lost. It's a happy little found treasure.
oh,
All right. The third pull is starting to come back around.
I'll trust you on that because I'm about to hit number 3 or 4 for me.
Yeah. It's a little bit more of that peppery, like baking spice. And the rye is really, really forward on this,
Yeah.
which is unusual for that Woodford or that Old Forester mash bill.
Yeah, I don't get the honey out of this one.
so I get the honey feeling.
I don't even get that.
Yeah, it's more like the heat from the honey than the actual
Yeah.
taste of the honey. No, I get what you're coming from.
Yeah.
You don't get that on the front, like that, like that instant like spike of the ethanol or the heat.
Nope.
I wonder what this would have been like at a higher proof.
I don't know. It's
But-
hard to say.
But it's very them to have lower their ideal proof whiskey.
I'm about to
Yeah.
say, I think within the past day or two, I've had a little bit of Woodford from a pick one of my brothers
Yeah.
did, and I can taste, the Woodford. It's like I taste the Woodford more than I do the honey.
Right.
But the honey is just kind of like this little support toucher there. It says, oh, I'm here. Then I'm gone.
Yeah.
So I wonder what this would have been if we would have had a blind, like with regular Woodford. Like what we would have thought that it was finished in.
Oh, I have no idea. Are we ready to pick a W here?
So you guys can do your thing. I'm going to go back and taste the other ones. I'm a big fan of going back to taste. And I know Scott is looking at the watch that is not on his right hand.
I'm gonna go
see
go
what the
back
time
through
is.
with you. Just real quick though.
You're a good man, Charlie.
Really,
Brown.
really quick.
Yeah, while everybody tries to take a drink there. After going for that 90 proofer back to 3, because I'm going, up and down the river.
Oh, is that how we're doing it?
Oh, no, you can do it however you
You can do it
want.
however you want to do it.
I'm doing up and down the river, if you've ever heard of that.
I do.
Okay.
I probably
One of my favorite card games.
Yeah, it depends on how much money's involved.
Fair enough.
It can be really good or it can be really bad.
Yeah.
Hey, so the nose on number 3, that nectar, it's uber sweet, like the rock candy thing that I enjoy. I don't know what it's going to be like in the palate, but Scott is tasting it.
I still get very, very, very sweet on it.
It's sweet, but there's more heat to it. But that's probably going back from that 90 to the higher proof.
I'll be honest with you. On the revisits, my opinion's changing.
I'm still getting
Right
that.
now, I'll agree with you. Right now.
I'm still getting that weird face thing with that blue note, though. There's something about that one that I'm not so sure about.
See, and I think I actually am enjoying the blue note more the second time around than I did the first time around.
And one of these goes a little dilly to me on the on the taste. I mean, it tastes like it's got a higher amount of rye in it than I know what it does.
Yeah, that's fair.
We need sound effects. We can play the.
Yeah, I don't have a Rhodescaster to where I can drop in music while we're waiting. That would be fun if we did, but
That'll be next.
we got to get some sponsors, man. That board is like $1,400, just the board alone. Then you have to also run it through a laptop, so I'd have to bring a laptop all the time just to run it properly.
Tech
So,
Sports got you.
That's fair, but that just becomes a lot more work carrying around, doing this, doing that, all that stuff. Plus, then that means you're editing.
I figured I'd come in and step in and help.
Because then that would be the bigger issue, because you'd be like, oh, why am I doing this, God? Everybody quits as soon as they figure out what editing really takes.
These are so different now.
They are.
I still have my favorite, though. Mine has not wavered.
I'm wavering.
I am not.
Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest.
Really?
All right, Jack Black.
Don't you cry no more.
I'm about to say, one thing that I've been asking people that were born in the 80s or grew up in the 80s that actually listen to music, Blue Monday
New Order.
or Orgy, which is better?
Orgy's better. Blue Money's a perfectly good song, but I think Orgy did a better job when they redid it.
That's what I was saying. It's one of the few times I can say, I would listen to both of them and I was like, going, you know what? Orgy actually improved that song.
Yeah.
So Blue Monday for me, just because it brings back so many memories of spring breaks.
Yeah. It's like we'll go down this rabbit hole in another episode. Maybe what we should do one day is just talk about music while we're drinking whiskey.
How'd that be a good episode?
That would
It
be
might go long.
entertaining.
It might
Yeah.
go really long. It might be it might be one where I just don't edit it. I just throw it out there.
And say, I'm so sorry, but have fun.
This is unedited, whatever. This is
Uncut,
what-
unfiltered, just
Yes.
like the bourbon we're drinking.
But if I do that, I'll be drinking Sparks.
Yeah,
Because
for real.
I do not know music, but I know music like from the 90s.
Yeah.
All my boom, 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 boom. I know.
I'll be honest with you. None of these are like, yes, I have to have this, right? Like, and I really wish one of them was.
I'll agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the four, I'm going to go first. I'm going to take as a slight at number one. I'm going to go the Kentucky Nectar, only because it's been consistent both times I drank it. It was consistent both times. Like I knew exactly what I was getting when I drank it. The Blue Note is second to me, then the Seelbach, and then my least favorite is the Woodford. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, 4. Barb?
I'm in. I'm definitely 3. What's it called?
Kentucky Nectar.
Kentucky. I can't see the label.
You can't
so
say Kentucky or Nectar. Here, hand that to that girl.
whatever. I don't need it now. It's Kentucky Nectar. I got that. So I would do that one.
Way to go, Vanna.
Ironically enough, I think I will go Seelbach, Blue Note, and then Woodford.
I'm about to say, Brian?
So Blue Note is my first, Kentucky Nectar my second, my third is Beekeeper, my fourth is Woodford.
I could have went that exact same route. I'll be honest with you. Like 2 and 3, especially the second and third times I tried them, I could have interchanged them. Blue Note probably actually has a little bit more to it, but the first time through, there was something about it I didn't really care about. The second time through, I was like, ooh, wait a minute, this has changed a little bit. All right, Nick.
I was going back and, as we were talking about going up and down the river, first time back through, Blue Note had me. I think Blue Note started to stand out as, dang, okay, second time around, a little good. And then went back down the river again. And after that time, Nectar hit just a little bit better. And so I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, 4.
Me and Nick are almost always in line. Almost always.
I'm close this time.
You were in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Well,
As I said-
I could have went that route. I'll be honest with you.
Right, because as I said, the first time I went back through them, Blue Note was, had a little bit of an edge. But then whenever I went back a third time, that Kentucky Nectar.
Barbara made a suicide down there.
I sure did.
A big old glass.
And it's incredible. The 4 of them put together encompasses everything.
There you go.
It's got a little bit of that heat that it's really got a good sweet, but it's not an over sweet.
All right.
It's solid.
All right, let's dump all these bottles together, Brian, see what happens. I'm just kidding.
I can give you a
I'm
pour.
doing it.
Yeah, so while they're doing that, so the reason why Blue Note took number 1 for me
Alrighty.
is the mid palate to the finish became incredibly interesting.
Yes.
And I will say the Kentucky Nectar, it's solid as solid can be.
It's a very solid pour. I love
Again,
that one.
but Blue Note is a little. But I'll tell you what, I could drink more Kentucky Nectar more often than I could Blue Note. Blue Note is one of those where it's a little more of a feeling pour.
Okay.
And sometimes I get drawn to the things that surprise me, and the finish on it, like the mid palate and finish on it, is the thing that really kind of took it away from me.
Yeah. All right, we got that. Are we going to try the other one on mic, or are we going to just talk about it after we get off?
We'll talk after. Yeah. We'll
let's
talk
do
about it
after.
after.
That's fair enough. Well, I think that's our episode of Bourbon Barrel Talk. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. Email us any questions to bourbonbarreltalk@gmail.com. If you hit the subscribe button, you'll get our episodes as soon as they drop on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. This is Scott signing off from the Brox with Nick, Barbara, and Brian. Peace out.
Peace out.
Prost.
To infinity.